A major victory today for Manitoba's Metis. It involves a dispute over land that goes back more than a century to the Riel Rebellion. The Supreme Court has ruled the Metis were cheated out of a huge chunk of land back in 1870, including the land the city of Winnipeg is now built on. As Crystal GOOMANSINGH reports, after so many years of legal battles, the Metis were triumphant today.
David Chartrand's jubilant cheers echoed through the halls of the Supreme Court. For decades, he and the Manitoba Métis Federation argued in court Canada failed to fulfill promises to Métis children.
We've been vindicated. Our history has been vindicated. Riel's been vindicated.
Louis Riel negotiated land for Métis kids back in 1870. It's Section 31 of the Manitoba Act. The act led to the province joining Confederation. The land promise was a huge parcel about the size of Winnipeg. Métis here say it instead went to newcomers, putting them at a disadvantage. The Supreme Court agrees. The 6-2 decision says the Crown's actions on the promise were ineffectual and inequitable. Jean Teye is a lawyer and the great-grandniece of Louis Riel.
The Manitoba Métis in particular, but the Métis generally, are now, I think, well situated to argue and to sit down with the government of this country to start negotiating on land issues, which we have always been excluded from those processes.
The decision is a declaration only. There's no compensation attached. The ministry responsible for Aboriginal affairs says it's reviewing the decision.
We feel very confident that we're going to continue to work hard to improve the lives of Métis people across Canada.
The opposition is leaning on the government to negotiate, not appeal.
I think most people are aware of that game now, and that you're just delaying the inevitable. And as I said before, spending money that could be, frankly, used to come to an agreement and settlement.
Chartrand isn't demanding money or the deed to Winnipeg.
We're not going to be pounding the table tomorrow morning and say, bankrupt our country.
He is hoping for a call from the Prime Minister and the Premier of Manitoba to talk about his people's future. Crystal GOOMANSINGH, Global News, Winnipeg.